Oh my gosh. Has this been... Hi, Swarm. Thanks for letting me know. I've been talking to you this whole time. All right. Man, today's stream is off to a great start. All right. Let's start this over. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's streamed episode of Medieval Dynasty. Now, Star Citizen may not have patched, but Medieval Dynasty did, and we're now in patch 4.0.2. Yeah, better. Thank you. So there are some noticeable changes, which you probably saw me make already, but you haven't heard anything yet. And that is, well, one, as we can see here, these are now organized, and it's much easier to see the warning icons. But what's really big is the changes in both crafting. So you'll notice now, as we roll down here to the tavern, we can make berry juice, and berry wine, and beer, as well as honey, which is in there somewhere. And that's because... no, that's right, under farming, you'll notice that we now have the apiary for honey production, and we can now plant orchards. Now, what you'll also notice, though, is... yeah, we're going to need to get to 9,000 points of farming in order to do so. So it's still going to be a while. The other biggest change, I'm going to show this to you again, because you wouldn't otherwise see it while I play this game, is this one, and it's one of my favorites. You can now name your save games, which is really important if, like me, you have more than one that you play. Alright, so now that I've kind of gone over that, some other things are, there have been economic balancing changes again. So this month, summer, what we need to do is add another person because we want to get a gathering hut. And I've already explained all this, so I'm probably going to miss things I was going to explain. But the reason, like I said before, last week, I was defending why I wasn't adding an NPC and a gathering hut. And that was all because we're trying to keep the village small for now, to kind of build up as we build towards stuff. Well, now we want to be able to build stone tools with the new economic balancing. And that means we really need an extraction hut so that we're gathering stones with an NPC, because it takes a long time for me to gather them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to build a house, we're going to find us another NPC that's good at gathering, and we're going to, expand the village. And we're going to need to buy some fertilizer. Which... how big's our field? 25, and it's 15 cabbage. Alright, we're going to sell these cabbage seeds. That's going to help us make manure money. That's why I was collecting berries, so that that would work. I cannot believe that was muted. Awesome. Alright, so the next question is, also there were some changes in the skills. Not a full remapping, but there were some changes there. Alright. Alright, we'll go to Baralo. So, another thing that I had mentioned, well, muted, is blacksmith and crafting huts are now separate things. So, I can no longer make the wooden spoons that don't sell for much anymore anyways, because I got rid of my crafting hut. Or workshop, or whatever it's called. So, I cannot believe I was muted. So some other things I mentioned. Quick community announcement is, yes, we have a Discord server now. So go ahead, down in the description you'll see it, unless you're watching the live stream, at which point you'll just need to go to the channel community feed, and I've got a link in there for it. So definitely come on over, hang out. I've been enjoying talking with a bunch of you throughout the day as opposed to just during the stream. So, new way to interact, a lot of fun. Hope to see you guys there. I'm kicking myself that it was muted. That was insane. Now, the nice thing about where Hogs Hill is I got 3. So it still requires a log for a bull, but you get 5 bulls per log. So cut 10 logs, you get 50 bulls. So it's super affordable. What did change, and you won't see it because I don't have the workshop and I'm not planning to build one, is the workbench now looks really good. So they changed. So you'll notice it's right here, and it's kind of weird because you can see here, this is an all kind of wicker and thatch village, and then you've got the upgraded crafting hut here. But this is the new workbench. I mean, look how good that looks. And yes, yours has this stuff too. What's up, Falbor? Show me what you got. Really? I'm only going to get 84 for those seeds? Dude. Yeah, no more one giant bowl. It was actually always 5 for 1. It just doesn't say that anywhere, so you kind of get confused, like me, if you're like, wait, it's going to take all 5? Gruffus, welcome! I throw you off with the new time? Don't worry, you didn't miss anything but me being muted for 15 minutes. Alright. You're both equally good for this. Well, okay, so hopefully Dagmara here likes this, because... Nice. Alright, we're going to play it this smart. We're almost on the verge of her joining us. We're not going to risk it. Okay, so this is the village we need to do that from. So our next task is definitely... Oh, yeah. We can talk a little bit about the Kotaku thing. I talked about it a little bit this afternoon, not on my Discord server, as you know, because you were there, but on the Dark Peak one, and yeah, you know, one, Kotaku's kind of known for hit pieces, not really the greatest source of honest journalism. And the fact that a number of CIG Austin employees came out today and basically said it wasn't true says a lot. And then, you know, you get on the SC Leaks channel, which I'm not a big fan of. I just... Hold on. Do we need a... No, we don't. We need to add people. Okay. I'm just not a big fan. I think at times they've done good work, but there are some definite other times, and if you've been on my, yeah, it's just hearsay. Yeah. You know, it's one of those things, and this is why, like, if you were on my Discord this afternoon, you saw we were making the 400i. Because the Leaks channel has kind of promoted that thing as hard as they possibly could, and the truth, I would say, I'm going to grab more berries, because, oh my god, I feel like they added berries. Look at all the berries that are out here. You know, they're always trying to say, oh no, it's coming, it's this is the evidence, and half the time I think that the file name that they keep saying is their, like, smoking gun is CIG literally just messing with them. Yeah, it really isn't. But it's just one of those things. Like, yes, I don't want to diminish anyone who is in Texas that struggled through that. But the fact of the matter is at the same time, it's admirable that a bunch of companies provided all this support and took supplies to their employees and stuff like that. And that's all great and fine and dandy. But I have never had a job beyond maybe the United States Army, and that's because they were obligated to. That, in bad weather, like, brought you supplies and did stuff like that. And the PTO thing, the job I had before my current job, that was the rule we had. If they canceled for weather, you had to use a day of PTO. So, in fact, most of the jobs I've had prior to the one I have now, which I don't have PTO, that was kind of the rule. So, like I said, I'm not going to confirm or deny, but the fact that SC Leaks also kind of backtracked on their statement calling Xylo a liar, kind of tells you what you need to know. So probably just going to leave it at that, just because it's really not here or there. At the end of the day, it just looks like a kind of slow news day for Kotaku. So, but now you get to hear why I'm always cracking jokes about the 400i. All right, let's get building. Before we build, I'm just trying to kind of distribute everything that needs to be distributed here. I'll need this. I'll need that. I'll need that. See, yeah, Eradicator's making one. I'm positive Board is going to. Morphologist is probably going to. So, one, there's no reason for me to do it, because I not only did I just say everything I would say about it, but it honestly gives Kotaku more press than they deserve for it. It would be like me writing an article, Chris Roberts is going to make a different video game and abandon Star Citizen, right? Like, and then everybody would make videos about how I'm wrong, but all they're actually doing is spreading my quote-unquote message. So once again, we need to decide where we're going to build a house. I think I'm right here. Griffith says, and we all know whose side Morph will be on. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I can build the big house now. And that was the other debate. Should I do that? Alright, we harvested these berries, right? The thing is, there are so many berry bushes around here now that I'm not even worried about building on these. We're doing it! We're going to build our new house, because we deserve this. Maybe. Come on. Ugh. Alright, this is what we're going to do. Save game, streamed game. Alright, now we can place it and really decide if this works with our village. I think that does. Comes off very nicely from this foundation. Lead approves of this message. Alright. And now, let's see. Wood wall. we'll just keep this. And there's a bed there. This will make a window. This will make a wall. I like to change the configuration just so that there's a little less windows by the beds and stuff like that. Oh man. Just in case for some reason you can never see it, I'm laughing hard at Maverick's An Architect Reviews Texas Workforce Laws. Oh, that's funny. True. You know, I can't fault the Eradicator for making content only for, you know, paying members in a sense. Oh, no, we're almost out of water. Looks like we gotta go risk the wolves, boys. Let's build our attic. So, I don't want to say I'm never going to do something like that, but I'm probably never going to do something like that. There's practices you kind of... Oh, I'm going to have a berry bush in my front yard. I love it. There's practices you kind of have to do in social media stuff I've learned. But at the same time, I got nothing against them for it. Alright, we gotta get our bow and arrow. We're gonna go risk wolves at dusk. It's getting dark pretty fast here. One. Like that too. Alright. Heading the right direction. I got out of a work meeting like 15 minutes before the stream started, by the way, so I'm a little out of it. That has something to do with it. My God, they put so many more berries in. That's crazy. Look at all this, man. When you could sell berries, I would have killed for this. Berries everywhere. Another thing that got added is wobble. It makes this a little harder. Just because he's here. He's out in the water. There are a lot of boars over here now. Look at that. Maverick's wondering. So Maverick posted this picture. You know, part of me thinks it's just a cutaway. Oh, they're not keeping it. That's not a thing. I'm pretty sure it was just a like art cutaway to kind of show layers or something like that. You know, there was probably some harebrained concept about like, oh my gosh, they're gonna create a I don't even know what. You know, there's a bed above the C2 bridge or something, you know, something asinine. It is dark already. Like, our meter's not even that far. I really hope this save game's not broken, because... Look at that. Sleep next day already. What up, girl? Yeah, no, no. Mm-mm. Don't mind me, bro. Oh, never mind. She doesn't even. That's interesting. That FTR's thinking Kotaku's probably close. I mean, and you know, the thing is, some people have sources to lean on here. Well, you know, I do a good and bad and ugly on concepts. Some tree cutting here. Oh, that looks beautiful. Hogs Hill is going to look so much better in a minute. I mean, I don't want to say it's not credible and it didn't happen, I guess. I feel like it might be sensationalized is all. I just did not see anything in it that really, you know, it was kind of taken from well, there was an email communication from so-and-so, and then some people said they didn't get talked to by their supervisor for, it's, you know, it's like you're really filling stuff in here that we don't really know. I just think it's kind of a fool's errand to try to say one way or another. Yeah, but I think what you're looking at was early art concepts for the C2. Alright, so the other question is, are we going to go with the shingle roof? Or do we go with the actual straight-up wood roof? Take that back. We're doing it this way. Because it's a lot of planks. And this looks better. Hi, Mickey. Yeah, so why should you buy this game? Well, I think one thing, do you like survival games? Do you like games that at times can be a little grindy? That's kind of the first question you got to answer for me, I guess. I'm just kind of waiting, Mickey, for you to reply. Hopefully I'm not butchering your name here either. Just to kind of answer that question for you. So, I guess then further answering the question. Okay, well, yeah, name a game doesn't. But I guess in the sense, like at some point here, I don't know if you've seen me picking berries, but which we'll do a little more of here in a couple of moments. But the I'm really sorry that I murdered your name. All right, so reasons why. Ooh, yeah, so we're going to take some stuff to sell here. Give me a minute to kind of work through this first. All right, so reasons to play this game. So you have this incredible map. You can build anywhere you want. You really kind of, build your own settlement. That isn't necessarily unique, though I think it's done really well in this game. What I really like about this game, though, is the kind of Dynasty aspect, right? So what we've been working on, episode after episode here, has been flirting with this girl so that she'll marry me. And then from there, I'm going to have an heir. At some point, this character will die, and my heir, I will take over playing as them. And so the kind of idea here that's kind of cool is that eventually you kind of build this lasting legacy. And in the course of that, right, you're starting from nothing. I literally built my house wherever I decided to build it. And again, this whole thing's your oyster. Kind of similar to Valheim, except Valheim's got a much, much bigger map. But yeah, it is better than start for now. It was here that we were, right, guys? Yeah. So, like you can see here, we're going to talk to Dagmara here. Just a minute. Nice. One more. Bam. Creating a new settlement. Great. I'll see you there. So you see we just added her. Ooh, they changed the music. And so you can see here we've got to assign her a house and a job and all kinds of fun stuff like that. But what also really makes it... Oh, we did not want to do that. Wrong house. Shoot. Simple house. Assigned to player. So now we need to go back to her. No. Okay, that's a glitch. That's got to be a glitch. I don't think she can live in the house with me. Yeah, see, it still shows her as homeless. Nope. Nope. But apparently I can... No way. Well, that's cool. So, anyways, this game's got an awful lot of content in it. We added her. Eventually, we'll add a male. She'll eventually marry somebody, eventually pop out kids of her own. They'll live in my village unless they decide to leave. So it's more than just managing a like city builder in a sense like that. You know, it's a survival game, it's a city builder. Yeah, I mean, you might really enjoy this in that regard. What I really like about it, there's a lot of different directions you can go. And in this playthrough, I'm taking it slow. I've got games where I've built massive farms, tended to by NPCs, but just the biggest reason too that I would say buy this game and play it, especially if you play a lot of games, has been the developer has been fantastic. They've had a roadmap. They hit their bench. Everything they've said, these are the things we're going to do in these quarters, they've hit them. The content in this game keeps getting added. So much so that at a point, and you can see up in the top corner, we're in an alpha, that I've literally had to restart games because they've added content that you were kind of like, oh, I would have done this differently. So, I mean, supporting them is fantastic, but it's been a great game. The one knock against it that I've had people tell me, like, oh, I would totally play it more. I would play it over Valheim if it was multiplayer, because right now it's single player only. So, if you've got more specific questions, excuse me, I'd definitely be happy to kind of answer them. But I would say I've had a lot of fun playing this game, and this channel is predominantly a Star Citizen channel. And, I also do DCS coverage, and both of those involve flight, both of those involve a joystick. And so covering Medieval Dynasties is kind of a weird choice, but I have so much fun playing this and doing this. And I felt like it made really good streamed content, so, I mean, that's why I play it, because I've had a lot of fun playing this. And I play it in my off time, too. So, alright, next thing we need to do is build that extraction hut we were talking about. Yeah, I'll catch you in a little bit, Griffiths. Yeah, I really like, I haven't played Manor Lords, but I've watched stuff for it, and it definitely is right up the alley, right? It's on my list in that regard. We're a little overburdened here, but as we kind of go along here, I'm going to revert a little to my tutorial mode. So a while back, early episodes, I talked about why I decided to build here as opposed to other places. And the rationale was, one, the oak trees that we just cut down that give us a lot more wood than any of the others. The other was right here, and that is that we have this source of rock, which is going to be the perfect place to build this extraction shed. In fact, we're going to plop it right on top, right here. have enough technology? And we're not even close. See, that's got to be a save game issue. Because I've built way more buildings in this game. Yeah, they don't. Alright, Dagmara here. I do not understand why we're so far away on our building. Welcome back. This is odd. Like in my other game, I literally have 2 houses, an excavation shed, a blacksmith, and a barn. And in this game, I've got 3 more houses. We need that excavation shed. Well, there's only one way to... What else am I carrying here? Oh, that's right, all that leather. Because I was going to sell while I ran into town. Whoops. Well, we need to get manure anyway. Yeah, I don't think these are growing back. I am puzzled by this building issue. So this is a nice effect I'll tell you all about that I think they did a really cool job on. Is when you put stuff in here, it fills the... makes it look like there's stuff in it. I love that. Alright, let's go sell stuff and buy some manure. Actually, we should just be able to do that up here at Veronica. We'll grab some water while we're at it. We'll probably get attacked by a wolf because that's my luck. So this patch, they added another thing that I think is kind of obnoxious. So it should probably stay. But once you get hungry and thirsty, your character starts making these noises like, and not to, like you can hear your stomach growling, which is cool because like if you play like this, you would need that cue, right? But the other thing that's nice about it is it actually drives me nuts enough that I actually go eat food to make it go away. So I kind of like it. I do not remember this being so far away. Up here, this was also one of the original spots I had originally planned to put the settlement, and then I got lost. Would I ever play Bannerlord? So I actually own it. I've installed it. I tinkered around with it, but did not play much. A buddy of mine, if you go on my Discord, Evan1256, he's a Dark Peak guy. He plays Bannerlord. Watch him play it, and it's a lot of fun to watch. Part of the reason I don't, and I know this sounds funny, but you know, I have a full-time job. I'm a full-time parent. I was able to sell my stolen crate. And I just unfortunately don't have all that time. Alright. Got a fertilizer, and we're light again. So, I mean, like I said, I own it. I've not actually played it. It looks awesome. Just, again, like Valheim, everyone was like, oh, have you played Valheim yet? And I was like, I own it. But I actually did install it, and then when you're flying in on the Valkyrie, it was just spinning in circles, which I'm told is normal. I thought it was broken, so I quit. So, and again, I've seen incredible stuff out of that, so. I love these new sounds. It seems so much more grand. Yeah, and the problem is, I honestly have more video games than I have time to play, which kind of sucks. Now what we're doing is making it so that in the future I don't spend all of my money on stupid fertilizer. I'm really getting so many because I think not this year because it's already summer. Though I might this autumn dig another field and plant wheat. Just so I started doing this in my other game. And we might cut this game a little early, especially if I can't build this extraction shed. And I'll show you guys a different game. But I've started doing this thing where I grow like a little six square plot of flax and of wheat. And the whole reason for doing so is just to start generating those seeds. Start stockpiling that stuff, so. Yeah, so that gives us 120 fertilizer down the road. And Alright, yep, there we go. That was weird. So YouTube suddenly was like, we're not receiving any data connection. It's like, okay. So, sorry about that tune out there, guys. Just getting our cabbage planted at the end of day 2 here. I am really nervous that this might be corrupted. And I say that because this is a 3-day game, and you can see it's night, and we're still like right at the middle of the Don't mind me. That's awesome. I tricked the game. Nice. We're gonna go for it. Yes. Yes. We're gonna leave it there. 72 whole months worth of progress right there, boys. Why is this acting so weird? I keep getting alerts from YouTube. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you're still seeing this. This is funky. Yeah, it's like YouTube can't decide if we're connected or not. This is bugging me. Alright, while we do this, I'm gonna give it a second. We're gonna go ask on Discord. I'm not convinced we're still connected. Alright, well, Maverick can see it. Oh, okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that this was actually working, because otherwise it was going to be kind of dull. Yeah. So the reason we just made a whole ton of planks is because we are going to fix the roofs and hope that that gives us some build points. You're arguing with FTR, huh? Alright. And Derek, you're back this week too. Glad to see you. Alright. Do we still have our hammer? We do. Alright. So, this is how... The one thing I really wish they would fix is that upgrades wouldn't... Like, you could do upgrade, and this lets you do daub. But what I really wish was that I didn't have to destroy the roof to put the new one on, because this, if anyone lived in this house, would make it like, no, you can't be here. Ooh, this is actually a good candidate. We're going to completely rebuild this house. Yeah, that's going to happen. There we go. Alright, so first things first. Yeah, see, and that's why, just so that you can pop people over for... And wouldn't it be nice that if you could just change that without evicting them? You know? I'm just... that... It'd be nice if you could do this without having to evict them, is I guess what I'm saying. Oh, we're going to keep that, actually. Let's make sure this is moving. Okay, it is. Ever so slowly. I do enjoy this, that like you can see it half made. It's kind of cool. Alright. So we need to go harvest more trees. I'm going to leave that little one. We're going to see if it grows. Tell it's getting closer to fall in theory because it's starting to rain. It's not actually a thing in this game, but sometimes it's really cool how that works out. Probably picking up these feathers too. I would put something there so I could remember it, but I'm not going to remember it. Alright. Yeah, I mean, on the Kotaku thing, if you get employees to talk bad about their current employer, you probably don't want to cite them, but I would say the number of CIG people that came forward today saying it was wrong are kind of pretty decent evidence. You know, you'll always have white knights, but at the same time, a whole bunch of people come forward saying something that's, you know, more likely to be true. Alright, just need to cut more logs. And we'll make some very happy villagers. I need 4 more logs. Who's going to get them? This tree looks like it's been here a long time. We'll cut it down. How could you cut down that majestic oak? This oak will live on until I have stone. To be fair, I criticize them when they earn criticism, and I praise them when they do something praiseworthy. Maybe that's why you're here. Alright, let's see. 345. So if I rebuilt every building in my town, that would eventually give me enough to build the excavation shed. Yeah, something's wrong in this game. That is not correct. True, I am in the community, but I'm not CIG. Like, they don't pay me, I don't get anything from them. Not saying it wouldn't be cool if you're listening to CIG, just saying I don't. Yeah, something's fishy here. Which, I might go talk to, speaking of developers you can talk to, Toplets about it. Because this is what's strange to me, right? So let's go look at a different game. This is my other game. Well, I give them fair criticism just from, not that I'm a journalist, but journalistic integrity. I mean, it's a fairness thing. You know, if they do something stupid, they deserve to be called out for it. But... Alright, so I have this house, that resource storage. There was a house right here, in all honesty. Food storage, house, barn. And then... So here's the blacksmith, which we have, and then we built one of these last week, so we also built one of these, but look, 594. Same number of buildings. Actually, less buildings. Built 2 less houses in this game. But I'll just show you since we're in this game. This is another great spot up here on this plateau. And what I love about it is I've got my lumberjack right there. Excavation shed right there. We've got our hunter's shed down there of added value. Did this ever so recently. Homegirl right here is married, which is cool because you can restat your character, you can heal, or you can say, let's have a kid. This is rated for all ages, so we're not going to show that part. Nothing happens. Yeah, well, on the one side, answering Admiral Griffiths' point about journalistic integrity here, Peace was just, that's what I would hope for. Like, if someone was saying something about my channel, right, that, like, they were accurate. I mean, I've done some stupid things. People regularly disagree with things I've said. You know, CIG could come out tomorrow and be like, the Starfarer is nothing like the C2. And, well, you know, people disagree. I know I'm like flip-flopping between topics here, but what I like, see, what I'm building it this way though, is that I can build a palisade wall right along this edge and around. And then you can see here I've got my main farm field. This is cabbage usually. I've got my spring wheat and my autumn wheat. And then, is this all wheat? No, yeah, see, part of this is flax. So this is starting to give me the seeds to eventually grow bigger and have animals and stuff. So this is my other small game, my like full-time game. So this is right up here. And I've built down here before, I've built right here before, and I actually did have a game up here before I changed my computers and it went away. But I love this spot when it's not raining, and you can see forever up here. I've actually built in here before even. But you can see right here, this is just the edge of the edge. I've not read anything from Inside Gaming Daily, so I couldn't say. And you know, Kotaku's clickbaity sometimes. I can't say, you know, that they're bad necessarily. I love working at this workbench. You get the views out that way, and then look at that. So yeah, that's what makes me worried that there's a problem. Oh, that's right. This is the reminder to me that I'm not done farming. I need to plant the cabbage. All right. We're not actually going to save that, though. Oh. Yeah, well, I see. I didn't even know who they were. I'll go look them up. I'll tell you on Discord later. I will absolutely go look them up. So, the bad news here, guys, is this game file may be corrupted. Because like I said, this is really low for what we built. Ha! Knew that was coming. Yeah, cool. Go ahead and you might have to do it in the Lead's Legion channel, just so you know. I'm worried if this is corrupted, because there's no reason I shouldn't. I have enough buildings at this point that I should be able to build the excavation ship. Unless the problem is because I built those with wicker. Which is a possibility. Well, I don't want to guide you guys wrong on that, and in part people that may watch this later on looking for how to start in Medieval Dynasty. Go ahead and you'll see the Lead's Legion text one, just throw it in there. Yep, and see, I'm getting angry messages from YouTube again. Yep, that might just be one of those nights. I've got, you know, speaking of winter storm warnings and whatnot, some people are saying we're getting 7 feet this week. I don't believe that, but all right. Well, yes, you wouldn't see it, would you? Go ahead, throw it in the Star Citizen one. You know, Griffiths, you're a regular. I would think you'd be in the Legion. See, I forgot that you weren't in the Legion. Alright, well, decision time is, do we keep playing what is potentially a glitched game? Or yeah, see, I'm divided now. Probably because the wolves killed me. That's gotta be what it is. I'm just making that up. Alright, well, you know what I'm gonna do? So what I'm going to do, well, that'll be awesome, and I look forward to having you. What I am going to show you guys is, since I have no faith that the game is working like it's supposed to, I will show you something cool. So this is your Medieval Dynasties bonus. So one of the things they did was added more stuff in the world. So like more broken carts and loot to find. And I found a very good one to find the other day. So I'm going to go show you guys where that is. Like I said, I built up here before. This is a great spot. You're right above Gustovia. Just up there is the bear cave for mining iron. And this is what's kind of the bummer, right? Because, like I was saying earlier, though I was probably muted when I said it, you know, you're 9,000 points to reach the orchards, but every now and then they'll release a new patch and you have to start over, which is obnoxious. Alright. So I don't remember exactly where it is. So we're going to have to look for it. But, just to show you where we are, we're up in here. And this is definitely the cart we want to find. If we can find it. Yeah, no, it is a great spot, isn't it? Like, I really like that spot. And I'm not going to lie, if Hogs Hill has to die, that might be the next spot I build. So I want to say it's along this path. We'll find it. That's what we're going to do. And I'm not going to end up saving this game, so... here, because I found it the other day. Catch is I have a building for reference, which helps. So for the record, in that game we were just looking at, this is where my wood hut was. So, the cart we're looking for has a bow and some arrows in it. Which is why you want to spend the time. Yeah, so see, someone else has found it too. I found it the other day, by accident. And I was so excited. Because it was in that other game, and I did not have a bow yet. Which really made it worth it. And with that said, usually the carts are just off of paths. So they always fall down the paths, apparently. Yeah, see, I thought it was right in here. Oh, so I don't know if you guys can hear it. But like, it's not as loud as it was in the beta, but in the test branch. New sounds for the fox, we just heard those. I'll drink some water. That's how I found it, I was drinking water. So. Say it was in an area just like this. Like, this is where what it looked like. Thought that was a wolf. Well, doesn't look like we're finding it. Anyhow, like I said, we'll investigate in here. A couple more minutes. Just to see. I love how there's all this Wisent in here. In that game, you guys might have saw I need to kill 2 Wisent to finish that quest. There are none in here. They will not spawn. Let's drive me nuts. Yeah, we're too far over now for the cart, so... I don't know where it went. But like I said, it's in this area right here. This is... Oh, maybe we didn't go far enough this way. Alright, one last attempt. Yeah, sorry about that. It was a recommendation to set them up like that and give people a little more option. But then, yeah, when you're sitting at that $5 mark, you're like, well, crap. So... just remember, you're supporting the channel, and, you know, I've got some cool merch stuff coming this year, too. Just letting y'all know. I got some shot glasses I'm pretty excited about. Man, where is this cart? I, like, walked into it. It was so easy to find. Which is funny, because I wasn't even looking for it. I didn't even know there was one here. Yeah, we're not going to find it. Alright, well, like I said, there is a cart somewhere over here along this side of the Alpine Lake. If you're looking for a free bow, that's where to find it. This game did not go the way I thought it was going to this week. Some technical difficulties, especially if you watched from the beginning when it was muted still. Which is funny because actually the microphone mute that I usually use wasn't muted. But for some reason it decided the hard mute was turned on. So. Yeah, but I guess, again, some quick announcements. You know, the 7,500, we're about 400 some people away from that. So, you know, Griffiths is looking to join. Led's Legion, if you want to say and what the ship is, go ahead and join up and you'll get a vote. Otherwise, hope you guys are subscribed. Again, sorry this week kind of turned into a weird game, and I'm kind of bummed out that, you know, this game might be glitched, so we might have to start over again, which would be kind of a bummer. But that'll let us try and do a couple things differently, so might be kind of fun. With that said, thank you guys for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. The new Discord server's live. I will be checking in with a couple of you guys over there here afterwards if you want to join me in voice to hang out for a couple minutes. But with that said, thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and I will catch you all next time.